Southlake often gets portrayed online as flawless, with its luxury homes, highly rated schools, beautiful neighborhoods, and polished shopping centers. And while many of those things are absolutely true, there's more to the story. Living in Southlake comes with a distinctly high-achieving, fast-paced atmosphere. The community tends to attract driven, success-oriented residents, which can feel energizing for some, but intense for others. It's also a place where premium living comes with premium pricing. From housing to everyday expenses, for those who thrive in ambitious, competitive environments, Southlake can be an incredible fit. But if you prefer a more laid-back vibe or greater affordability, it's worth considering how the lifestyle here aligns with your preferences. Today, I'm breaking down the real truth behind Southlake, the good, the bad, and the things no one talks about before you move. Howdy, y'all. If we haven't met yet, my name is Jordan Davis. My team helps families relocate all over Dallas-Fort Worth, and Southlake is one of the most requested and honestly one of the most misunderstood areas we get calls about every single week. So I see the excitement, but I also see the surprises after people get here. Southlake tends to hold its value extremely well. You have high-income households, limited inventory, strong school demand, and consistent relocation traffic that's tied to the Dallas-Fort Worth airport and corporate movement. When markets shift, areas like this typically remain more stable than those fringe suburbs. So you're not buying cheap, you're buying long-term stability and resale strength. And for many families, that trade-off is worth it. Now here's the flip side of that. Southlake is expensive, and there's really no soft way to say that. You are not moving here because you're looking for a deal. You're moving here because you want Carroll ISD. You want large homes on solid lots. You want executive level neighbors. You want clean and polished surroundings and a reputation that comes with a Southlake address. I recently worked with a family relocating from out of state who thought they were shopping comfortably in the 800 to 900,000 range, kind of on the low 900s. And when they saw what the budget buys here compared to other suburbs, they were honestly shocked. The homes were beautiful, but the price per square foot was higher than they expected. They actually ended up in Southlake, but in about the $1.1 million budget range. Let's talk about something that doesn't show up on a listing sheet, the pressure. Southlake is a high-performing environment. Carroll ISD is phenomenal, but excellence comes with expectations. Academics are competitive. Sports are competitive. Social circles can feel competitive. Friday night football isn't just a game, it's an event. Southlake Carroll High School athletics has a history of state-level success in multiple sports, not just one. Their boys cross-country team has won multiple consecutive UIL 6A state titles, including a remarkable 7-peat, which is extremely rare in Texas. Carroll athletes have earned state championship in wrestling and track and field, and the school routinely posts state champions in each of those individual sports as well. Tryouts are competitive. Spots on varsity teams, especially in marquee sports like football, volleyball, cross country, are earned, not guaranteed. So you should expect strong competition within the district and across the state. Teams like Carroll face other top UIL 6A programs weekly and in playoffs. Athlete commitment levels are high, with rigorous training and a performance culture among players, coaches, and families alike. Some families absolutely thrive with this kind of atmosphere. The community is super engaged. Parents show up, neighbors know each other. The events, you guys, are packed. Even town square is active. People are invested in their schools and their community and each other. It feels tight-knit for a luxury suburb. And that level of involvement is something many buyers specifically want. Some people love being surrounded by motivated peers and highly involved parents. But I've also had clients call me months later and say they didn't really understand what they were signing up for. If keeping up with the Joneses isn't your jam, Southlake may not be for you. Now, here's something else people don't always expect. Southlake looks peaceful. Tree-lined streets, beautiful homes, quiet subdivisions. It is polished. and very, very well maintained. With that comes strong HOAs in many of the neighborhoods. There are standards. Homes are kept up, lawns are manicured, it's intentional. And if you're looking for quirky, eclectic, artsy, and maybe a more casual vibe, you might find this area a little bit demanding for you. But if you appreciate clean streets, organized communities, strong resale, consistency, upscale dining, and a refined feel, then this is exactly why you'll love Southlake. The town square alone creates a walkable, high-end environment that many suburbs, especially in Dallas-Fort Worth, just can't offer. Now we've talked about the price, we've talked about the pressure, we've talked about the polished culture, but there's one thing that catches almost every transplant off guard: the airport. Southlake is extremely close to Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, which is incredible if you travel often. You can get to terminals super quick, or after your flight, you can get home very quickly. And that convenience is a huge advantage for executives and for your frequent flyers. Most scheduled arrivals and departures use major north and south runways at DFW, and under normal circumstances, these tend to be oriented more towards areas immediately east or west of the airport rather than directly over Southlake. However, when winds or construction or runway maintenance require a different runway to be used, like diagonal runways, some flights fly exactly over Southlake on their way in or out. That's something that you need to be physically experience in order to before you write an offer. Zillow won't tell you that. A listing agent probably won't emphasize it, but a local will. So in summary, Southlake is expensive. It's competitive, it's polished, it's stable and community driven, and it holds its value extremely well. The real question isn't whether Southlake is great. The question is Southlake great for you? If you're watching this and thinking, okay, I can handle the price, I like the high achieving environment, I want the stability and that level of community, then let's talk. We get calls every single week from families trying to decide between Southlake, Westlake, Colleyville, Coppell, Carrollton, even Keller, and each one has a different personality. If you're trying to figure out which one fits your lifestyle and your budget, shoot me a text. Just a conversation, no pressure. I'd rather you make the right move than an emotional one. My number's on the screen. My team helps families transition into Southlake every single month. So whether you're moving in the next 9 days or in 9 months, call us, text us, email us. All the information is in the description below. And if you're ready to get pre-approved, talk to our friends at Envoy Mortgage. Their information is also linked below. And if you're comparing Southlake to Westlake or Colleyville to Keller, make sure you tune in for our next video, because the difference between each of those are bigger than most people realize, and choosing wrong can cost you a lot more than you think.